Hi, this is Angie from Daisy Family Health. I wasn't sure if I hit the start button or not. Sorry. Well, welcome. I'm going to do a video on men's health awareness. This is June. June is Men's Health Awareness Month, so let's help our men out, right? If you have a man in your life, whether he is your child, your brother, your uncle, your grandfather, let them know, a friend, let them know it's Men's Health Awareness Month and at least get checked out this month or try to make a change. One change is all we ask for. So I'm going to give you some statistics, okay? So women are 100% more likely than men to seek preventive services and to get their annual checkup. And then 1 in 2 men are diagnosed with cancer in their lifetime compared to 1 in 3 women. All right, and there are 88.9 men available to every 100 women from ages 65 to 69. What that means, women are living longer than men. So men, you got to take a stand. You got to participate in your health. Next, I'm going to talk to you about some checkups and screenings that are recommended. A lot of it is going by age. So our age range is 20 to 39, 40 to 49, and 50 and over. So the physical exam, that says every 3 years for 20 to 39, every 2 years from 40 to 49, and every year from 50 plus. But it also says every year for all of those ages to get your blood pressure checked. So why not get your physical every year? Even if it's a quick physical, make sure there's no changes. Make sure your weight is stable. Make sure your heart rate, your temperature, your respiration, your oxygen level. Make sure all those things are stable. Make sure your heart sounds good, your lungs sounds good. You might as well get that checked every year. TB skin test. This says every 5 years for all of those categories, but it also depends on what's going on with the patient's health status, their symptoms, their environment, okay? And then blood tests and your analysis. So these blood tests are like cholesterol, kidney function, diabetes, because it says get checked out before the symptoms occur. A lot of times people have the symptoms and then they want the labs done. And that's okay, but I'd rather you get some labs to get a baseline. All right, so it says every 3 years for 20 to 39, every 2 years from 40 to 49, and every year from 50 and over. And it can go every 6 months, it depends on what's going on. I have some members who have high cholesterol and sometimes they do not want to start medication. So I'm there for them. I'm going to do diet and exercise recommendation. I'm going to do maybe some omegas, some 369 omega vitamins. And then we got to check it in 3 to 6 months to see if they are actually making changes. Most people end up being on medication, but I do not like to push medication. I like to give the member an opportunity to make that change themselves. Sometimes it's a wake-up call. Oh, you know what else is good? Black seed oil. I bought some organic black seed oil because my cholesterol was borderline about a year ago. It was like 212 and now it's 189. So I really recommend that. It's a good antioxidant. Anyway, sorry to get off subject there. But it depends on the patient. So EKG, it says get a baseline at the age of 30 and then every 2 years from 40 to 49 and every year from 50 and over. The EKG checks the electricity of your heart. So a lot of times a story can be told about the electricity of your heart. It can tell if you had a heart attack in the past. So it's important to get an EKG. The tetanus shot, and that's for all the ages. Every 10 years, everyone should get a tetanus booster because it's going to prevent lockjaw. Rectal exam, now this is the challenge one. This says every year for all those age ranges, but it's not going to happen. I wish that people were more open to get the rectal exam, especially men 50 and over when the prostate begins to enlarge. It tells a story to kind of talk about the future of your health, and that falls into the PSA test as well. the prostate specific antigen test. That is a blood test that sometimes it elevates as men age and the prostate enlarges. All right. You can get men to do the PSA, but it's hard to get men to do the rectal exam. And then the same thing for colonoscopy. That colorectal health, it says it depends on which test they do. If they do the colonoscopy, everything is normal and there's no family history. Sometimes they'll let them wait 10 years. Sometimes they make them come back in 5. If there's a family history of colon cancer, they make them get the colonoscopy, I think, 10 years younger than when their family was diagnosed. So if your father had colon cancer at the age of 50, they recommend you start getting checked at the age of 40. All right, chest x-ray. In smokers, it says over the age of 45, they should start getting the chest x-ray. And then a lot of people with COPD, they do the CAT scan. It's the lower radiation CAT scan to check out the lungs. And then bone health at age 60, they say men should start getting the bone density test just to check bone health. And then self-exams. Men should be looking out for changes on their own at least every month. At least every month, stand butt naked in the mirror and look for changes. Because sometimes you might not notice. Sometimes it may be age-related, but at least you're checking. All right, and then testosterone screening. This says it should begin after the age of 40. And it doesn't say how often. It says an initial baseline. And a lot of times as men age, the testosterone level starts to drop and they start to get symptoms. So that's why they need to get checked. And sexually transmitted diseases. I always recommend everyone get an HIV test at least one time in their lifetime if you've ever had sex. No, HIV does not discriminate. It doesn't care what color you are, if you're a man, if you're a woman, if you're homosexual, heterosexual, bisexual, it does not care. So I do recommend that people get checked for HIV at least one time. And even hepatitis B if you have not been vaccinated. And then other STDs is going to depend on your lifestyle, your symptoms. If you're having unprotected sex with multiple people, you should get checked because not all men will have symptoms of chlamydia or gonorrhea. So that is my little spiel. I think I am at 6 or 7 minutes. Oh, I'm at 8 minutes. I'm so sorry. But I feel passionate about this and I wanted to kind of go over things that men should be checking. All right, you have a blessed day. Oh, if you have any questions, call me at 602-314-6960. Our address is 4150 West Peoria Avenue, Suite 121 in Phoenix. We'd love to have you as a member to prevent diseases, right? We want to prevent cancer. We want to prevent heart disease. We want to prevent diabetes in our patients. We want to catch you before all these things happen. We don't want to, well, we'll take care of you anyway, but we rather catch you. We don't want to wait until you're down and out and you're really sick and now you need answers. Let's prevent it, okay? Have a great day.